You probably already know this, but he's back as Superman. Like I said at the opening and all this, Henry Cavill is officially back as Superman, posting on Twitter and he on his Instagram. And this was 2 days ago when you're watching this. This is 1 day ago for me, but I'm using CNN Entertainment for this. Henry Cavill confirms his return as Superman. Henry Cavill was confirmed what passionate hero-loving moviegoers have been waiting for. The British actor will return to the role of Clark Kent, also known as Superman, in the DC Comics Extended Cinematic Universe, of the DCEU. Wait. Okay, never mind. Brain fart. The exciting news comes after Cavill donned the iconic red and blue suit and cape in a mid-credit cameo at the end of Black Adam, the new DC superhero film starring Dwayne Johnson that was released last week. CNN and DC Films are both part of the same parent company, Warner Bros. Discovery. Oh yeah, they have to add that because yes, they are technically a part of the same company. It was Cavill's first appearance in the role since last year's updated Zack Snyder's Justice League, and before that in 2017 version of the film Justice League, In a post on Instagram, Cavill shared a profile shot of himself as the timeless hero before appearing in a selfie video directly addressing his followers. He started off by saying he wanted to wait until after people had a chance to watch Black Adam before speaking about his return. But now that plenty of you have seen the movie, Cavill said, I wanted to make it official. I'm back as Superman. He thanked the fans, most of all, for their patience. A very small taste of what's to come, my friends. The dawn of hope renewed, Cavill wrote in the caption. Thank you for your patience. It will be rewarded. Cavill's brief scene at the end of Black Adam, one of the most exciting moments in the film, actually the moment everybody wanted and a lot of people only went to go see that moment, promises a future standoff between the legendary Kryptonian and Johnson's all-powerful Adam. However, many are clamoring for another standalone film for Cavill's Superman, which would mark the first since 2013's Man of Steel, which I am not a huge Zack Snyder fan, and I am one of the people that was not impressed with Man of Steel. So I hate to admit it, guys, but that's just me. I was not a huge fan of it. I was a fan of the Snyder Cut. I thought the Snyder Cut was objectionable. I can't say it. Was better than the Whedon Cut. Was it Whedon? Yeah, it was Josh Whedon. But my problem there also is, do I just think it's better because the Whedon Cut was so crap, or is it just better? Black Adam took the #1 spot at the domestic box office in its debut weekend with an estimated $67 million, which it needs to make a lot more. But Dwayne Johnson's an international star, not just a domestic star. So, but here is Cavill's post to, of course, the first two are the women Thurston, but here's his post to Instagram, and I don't remember if he has everything. I don't know if there's sound or not. Oh, there is.
Hey everyone. I wanted to wait until the weekend was over before posting this, because I wanted to give you all a chance to watch Black Adam. But now that plenty of you have, I wanted to make it official that I am back as Superman. And the image you see on this post and what you saw in Black Adam are just a very small taste of things to come. So there's a lot to be thankful for, and I'll get to that in time. But I want to thank you guys most of all. Thank you for your support, and thank you for your patience. I promise it will be rewarded.
And that is a very... Henry Cavill is objectively, there, I said it finally, objectively. Henry Cavill is objectively one of the greatest actors in our modern culture right now. He is a nerd. He might have tiny arms, but he is a nerd. He is a fan of nerds, and he defends his fans. He defends the people that help him do what he does, and I have all sorts of appreciation for that. But then it leads you to wonder, why the heck why weren't we getting a Henry Cavill Superman movie anytime soon, and why did it take a changing of the guard to do that? Well, from bounding into comics, Black Adam star Dwayne Johnson hints former Warner Bros. Executives declined Henry Cavill's return in favor of J.J. Abrams' BIPOC Superman. That's right. They didn't, and remember, the BIPOC Superman wasn't even going to be, I can't remember who they said it was supposed to, who the character was, but he wasn't going to be the character that we all knew. It was going to literally be Clark Kent, just black. Yeah, that's what it was supposed to be. It wasn't going to be the other alternate universe one that people kind of liked, I guess. I don't know. I was never super impressed with this because it's not Superman. But anyways, the mystery of why it took so long to bring Henry Cavill back to the screens as Superman isn't really a mystery. This is the suspicion for the longest time, bolstered by their own admission they wish to move away from the Snyderverse, has been Warner Bros. Executives in the old regime, especially Ann Sarnoff and Walter Hamada. Remember Walter Hamada? You remember him? He recently left. Stepped down. Honestly, I think he was fired, but he's gone. And the main thing that I remember Walter Hamada as is having to get dragged into the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial. But he and Ann Sarnoff were getting in the way. Despite other reports claiming that it was a money or scheduling issue with Cavill, his Black Adam co-star Dwayne Johnson confirmed it was the former brass who kept declining. I feel that this serves not only Black Adam, but it serves a larger DC universe, John stated on a recent red carpet. But man, more importantly than that, it takes care of the fans. And that's what you want your lead foot to be. Your lead foot to be? Lead foot to be? I don't know. He added, so yes, phone calls, meetings, but man, it was years. This was 6 years to get that done. I'm going to say that again. 6 years we first started talking about this, and they kept saying no. And in conclusion, he stressed, now that leadership isn't there anymore because we usher in a new era in the DC universe and we usher out an old era. So, I think Dwayne Johnson's a decent actor in some cases. Sometimes, some cases, not all of his cases. He's done some movies I kind of enjoyed, just dumb, fun popcorn movies. But I like how he said that. It's for the fans. You have to remember these properties aren't for Disney, Warner Brothers. They're not for these massive BBC. These brands aren't theirs technically. It's the fans. The fans are the ones that pay for all this. The fans are the ones that love this stuff. The fans are the ones that go out, and I always bring him up on Adam, that Renaissance nerd, on his channel. But my Funsaki, I love G Gundam, and the fans are, and Gundam's a good example of this. Gundam would have failed if it wasn't for the fans, because the moment Gundam flipped into Gunpla, they started making a buttload of money. Twitter users and Scooper at AJEP Arts found the clip of Johnson's remarks and shared it. For those who doubt Rock's influence in getting Superman back, he explains he started working on this 6 years ago. For 6 years, the old leadership at WB kept saying no to it. Shazam was always guaranteed, let's be real, but Superman, old regime had no care for him. And they continue going on, but they don't want us to have Superman. And this has been a continuing thing throughout a lot of DC, a lot of stuff. They don't like Superman. Excuse me for that. But Superman represents something to a lot of people, and he is literally truth, justice, and the American way. And shout out to, why am I forgetting, Mr. Bug, one of my Legion of Memers bros. And all he did was he took out a clip from one of the new animated, I think it's the Super Sons movie or Battle of the Super Sons. In it, all it is Superman and his son flying up in the sky, and all Superman says is truth, justice, and the American way. And that tweet blew up. People loved it. Granted, there was some hate, but people loved it because people know what Superman is. People know who Superman is. People know he is a down-home, hard-working Kansas boy, and that's who he is. And they hate that. The direction for Superman WB wished to go under Hamada and Sarnoff was another reboot produced by Jar Jar Abrahams. And if you didn't see my video from yesterday, and I'll have probably a little deedly bobby up there directing you to it, but Jar Jar Abrahams is the one that caused the destruction of Star Trek, the destruction of Star Wars. Technically, after bad reboot writers were the reasons Rings of Power was created. I'm willing to bet Wheel of Time, but I don't have proof of that. But they're all over the place, and every time a bad reboot writer or Jar Jar himself touches a property, it's destroyed. And oh yeah, Ta-Nehisi Coates. I completely forgot about him. You know, the man who said he felt nothing on 9/11 and he hated the responders? That man. That told the tale of a BIPOC Kryptonian who conquers racism and prejudice to become president. Oh no, it's that one, wasn't it? It was the one where they basically made Barack Obama Superman. I completely forgot about that. No drafts for this idea that sounds loosely based on Elseworld Calvin Ellis were submitted until last April, a year after it was announced, and it now appears dead in the water with the return of Cavil and the takeover of the studio by Discovery. Under the new entity of Warner Bros. Discovery, the property is now to move forward with Man of Steel after nearly 10 years, plus the eventual one-on-one matchup pitting Cavil's Superman against Black Adam. And you also have to remember there's a rumor. It's a rumor, so don't take this with a grain of salt. But supposedly Gal Gadot, Ben Affleck, and Superman were all seen seen in LA the same time they were shooting reshoots for The Flash. So he might pop up there too. There's things changing. There's reasons they want The Flash. There's reasons they wanted Black Adam. They kept saying that the Black Adam movie is going to be... I have a stupid gnat still. The Black Adam movie is going to be the start of the next phase of our creation. The next phase. So they're planning something, and it might take a little while to get up and running. Hopefully they stick with this. Hey, this is for the fans and not for the corporations, but only time will tell. And with that, guys, I want to get your thoughts down in the comments below. Give it a thumbs up if you like the video. Share it out with all your friends. Hit that subscribe button. I'm almost to 100 subs as of making this video. I think I'm at like 94 subs. So hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell for every time I drop a video or go live. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.